Three, two, one, ghost. Hey, everybody, welcome to 321 Ghost. As always, I'm your host with Silent G, Kyle, and also, as always, joined by my pal Natalie. Hey, Natalie, how are you?
I am doing fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Ooh, this movie's a doozy. I'll be really, real honest with you.
Yeah, we can be upfront. This movie is wow.
So we are just getting right into it. We're talking about 1999's post-Scream slasher Cherry Falls. Um, this movie, see, I was like, how had we not seen this before? Like when we first
Hmm.
watched it, we watched it like what, for like a movie night a couple years back.
Hmm.
And it turns out we had not seen this movie, and this had been a blind spot for us, kind of by design. Now, I think some really intelligent people saw this movie and said, we can't release this. We're-
Yeah. Did you
Like,
did you read any of the history of it?
well, so I read that it was edited quite a bit down, but even
Hmm.
still, like all the, especially, what, 1999, right? This is post-Columbine, which happened earlier that
Hmm.
year. I think anything, like we saw with Scream 3, anything involving teenagers and death, was
Hmm.
certainly going to be harder to digest, with audiences.
Yeah.
So I know that it was eventually just not even put in theaters and put straight to video because of the violence and sex and death but I think also just because it's a bad movie.
Well, I think there's a lot of things that go into it. So from what I read, this movie was planned to go to theaters. Then, like you said, Columbine happened. And for those of you who weren't alive at that time, it really fucked up horror movies for everybody, especially if it had to do with teenagers dying and if it had to do with violence in schools as well, which this movie does have a little bit of. But I guess it was supposed to be released in theaters. I'm sure someone saw it and was like, yeah, this is not good. We should not release it in theaters. But also heavily edited because they released it as like a made for TV movie, even though it wasn't made for TV. So
Huh.
for a long while, it was the highest budgeted made for TV movie that had happened because it actually wasn't made for TV. But fans of this movie think that it would be better if it had not been heavily edited to kind of make it a little more digestible. But I can't believe that that what's left of this movie was like, yeah, this is perfect for television.
So, but the part that the version I'm watching on this Blu-ray, is that the TV version or is that the what was supposed to be the theatrical version?
Okay, wow, I have follow-up questions to your question. You have the Blu-ray?
Yeah.
Why? Why did you buy the Blu-ray, Kyle?
First of all, the shit ain't streaming anywhere.
I streamed it.
Oh, really? Oh, well, look,
Yeah,
look, I like to support physical media.
I
What?
love that for you. Um, yeah, I watched it on Amazon. I did pay though.
Oh, well, go ahead, fucking
Yeah,
lining
I
Jeff
know.
Bezos's
I
pockets.
know. Yeah, thanks.
I got it fucking used. So nobody profited
Okay.
from this other than my local, physical media DVD slash record store. So
Okay. Okay, fine. Fine. But yeah, you are watching, I think it's the same version. Either way.
this movie is directed by Jeffrey Wright, not the Jeffrey Wright you're probably thinking of, completely different Jeffrey Wright. And written by Ken Sheldon, who does not have a Wikipedia link, so I have no idea who this person is, but singular vision, writing wise at least.
Good for him.
They really try to treat this movie like, oh man, we yeah, again, just post Scream. They're like, what can we do? Like, let's uh, you know, make urban legends real, or let's I don't know what somebody did last summer. I don't know, but like
How do we
these
flip
trick,
it?
how do we flip these horror conventions like post Scream and kind of copycat this?
Hmm.
And theirs is like, man, you know how like kids fuck and Jason kills them? What if they didn't? and they got killed. And everyone's like, what the fuck? And you just build a whole movie around it. And it's
I think that's it. Yeah.
yeah. Um really upset with the to be honest, frankly upset with the some of the really positive reviews I've seen of this movie. Have you looked through any of them?
Oh, yeah, I sure did. So I started with the lowest hanging fruit of Rotten Tomatoes, which has 65% and I think a 44% audience score. And even one of our favorites um also like gave a pretty positive review of this movie. So I I'm very surprised. So yeah, I read through some and then I read through like some IMDb reviews and just kind of, random people. But even, some of our podcasts that we have on our own Instagram that follow us that we follow have this like in their like little list of like slashers that you should watch.
That's unhinged.
It is unhinged. I feel
Dude,
like, are we the minority on this one? Because that feels wild.
rarely it feels like with horror movies, and I could be wrong, but I feel like usually the audience score on Rotten Tomatoes is higher than the critic score. This one, it's the
Yes.
opposite. You've got a 65% fresh, and you've got 44% rotten. And then even then, like looking through these, to be fair, looking through some of these audience review scores, um, it's the 44% is a little bit of a mirage because you've got, Erica Fritz, who gives it 5 stars, saying, Need help recovering stolen Bitcoin? Reach out to cybersecure202 at gmail.com. And you got Dana Shivers saying, Trying to find the best Bitcoin recovery specialist on the
Oh
internet.
my gosh.
And then you got Frank Searles, 5 stars. Never imagined I'd come online one day to testify, but here I am today. I lost a huge sum of money in Bitcoin and I need to get it recovered. So even then, your 44% positive is buoyed by some, look, I'm going to say, frankly, suspect 5 star reviews, right?
For sure. I also wonder because obviously this movie came out in 1999. And sometimes when you've watched a movie in its time and place, there's a lot of movies from the early 2000s that have a lot of problematic things.
Yeah.
This movie has a lot of problematic things.
Yeah.
Um, but this movie feels like it was doing things that were problematic even in 1999. So
Yeah.
I don't, I just don't know how like it just kind of flew under the radar as just like being okay. We'll go through everything, but there's quite a few things in this movie, and I think y'all know at this point that I'm the tolerant one of the pair. And this movie has some things where I'm just like, what the fuck type of message are y'all trying to say? There's so much. There's so much. So
Let's
much.
see. Looking at the awards section on IMDb, the Catalonian International Film Festival said Jeffrey Wright. Maybe they thought it was the other Jeffrey Wright. Um, we're going to give you Best Director. You don't see what the other nominees
I
are.
saw
So,
that. Yeah.
hmm. The Fangoria Chainsaw Awards, 2001 winner for the Best Limited Release slash Direct-to-Video Film, beating
Oh.
out Requiem for a Dream. Funny enough.
Okay.
But well, one because I mean, I would say that Requiem for a Dream is a better movie than this.
I would
Um,
agree.
Also, why is Requiem for a Dream being nominated for a Fangoria Chainsaw Award?
Yeah. I would call that movie more like more drama than horror
Yeah,
or
it's a
even like
real bummer,
psychological.
but
Yeah, it's a real bummer for sure.
yeah. So, like I said, you've got Brittany Murphy in this, which who I will say, industry legend Brittany Murphy. We love her here, right?
I love Brittany Murphy. I will say, is this my favorite haircut of hers? No. Um, but I really love her and I even like her in this movie. I think she does a really good job with what she's given. But
Really?
yeah, I do like, you know why? I love when she cries. I love her cry eyes because she has those big, huge eyes and just her wet eyelashes. I just think she's so pretty to look at crying, which is weird, but I love her cry face and she pretty much looks like that the whole movie.
Is she supposed to be drunk for most of this movie, or
No,
does
she
she just
always
act
seems
that
drunk.
way?
She's always that way, like in every movie.
Okay, because
Yeah.
I thought, or remember, maybe I was
Except for
thinking
Clueless.
earlier she was talking about like, oh, maybe I've had too much. I don't if I'm just making that up, but I'm like, she's acting like kind of just slurring like the whole movie.
No, that's her mom you're thinking of.
I don't, maybe that's where she gets it from. I don't know.
Hmm.
Played by Candy Clark, by the way, who's, kind of low key has been in some cool stuff.
Hmm.
Amityville 3D, Cat's Eye, remember the Stephen King one with Drew Barrymore?
Hmm.
She's in The Blob. She's in Cool as Ice with Vanilla Ice. Awesome. But she has shown up in a very small role in a previous movie. Do you want to just take a wild guess what it would be?
And one that we've talked about?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Can you give me any hints?
Came out in 1992.
Ooh, okay. In 1992? What did we discuss that came out in 1992? The only thing is, did Death Becomes Her come out in 1992?
I think it was 91, but maybe. There was also a television version of this movie. It came out in 1997.
Oh my God, I don't know.
She originally played Buffy's mom in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the movie.
Oh shit. That's crazy. Oh, she would have been like very different in that movie.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
because and when you think about Buffy's mom, everyone thinks about that other actress, right? From the TV
Mm-hmm.
show. So,
Yeah.
so there you go. And then
Well,
you got fucking DJ Qualls in this movie. Have we covered something with DJ Qualls? I swear that we did. Or maybe I've just brought him up before.
maybe we've just brought him up. I don't think he's been in anything that we've covered before. We need to have a better tracking system, is what I'm learning so far at the beginning of this episode.
Yeah, I'm looking through his IMDb and it doesn't look like it, but I haven't taken a deep look. But hey, everyone loves DJ Qualls, right?
Mm-hmm. You better.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to recommend that we watch this movie. Like I said, we watched it a couple of years ago and we're just thoroughly disappointed. I don't know why I thought this movie would be like a little sexier than it is. Like granted, yeah, it's about teenagers, so I don't need it to be.
I'll tell you
But
why. I'll tell you why you thought it was going to be sexier than it is because it is a fun premise. It's a fun premise. Like, this movie could have been so fun. And also, there's always teenagers fucking in horror movies. We know they're in their mid 20s or early 30s. It's fine. The actors are older. I would have loved for this to just be like when you've got your party scene and that awkwardness, like instead of making it so awkward and somber and weird, just have everybody do their own thing, just trying to get laid and just, having a good time and getting murdered. I think that would have been really fun. Motive didn't need to be so deep. I think it's a fun idea and a fun premise. Is it like genre rocking? Absolutely not, obviously, because there's no fucking in this movie. But just I think it could have been sexy. Could have been a little sexy.
just a little bit. Just give us a
Hmm.
little bit. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I was like, maybe now that we have, a podcast, now it would be a fun thing to at least talk about. But
Mhm.
oh boy, oh God. This
It is
watch
going to be
watch was a
fun to
little
talk
tough.
about. The watch was tough. I did think it would be like more fun to watch it the second time around, like because I knew what I'm getting into. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It was not. And it's only an hour and a half long, too. It feels like it's 2 hours long.
Yeah, it does. It felt really long. And again,
Yeah.
even it's an hour and 26,
Hmm.
if you don't count the end credits. But oh God, it feels like it drags pretty hard. But really watching it again, I'm like, yeah, there is really like nothing that happens in this movie.
Hmm.
The whole thing takes place over like 2 days, maybe a day and a half.
For sure. Super
Yeah.
quick.
Well, here's to a good conversation, Natalie. Are you ready to hop into
Oh,
this movie?
I am ready. Let's do it.
So we are welcomed to Cherry Falls, little town out somewhere in the East Coast, I think.
Presumably.
Right. And then you've got, as fucking kids are wont to do, you've got some two kids. They're like Rod and Stacy, I think their
Oh my
names are.
God.
Yeah.
Rod.
Dude,
Oh,
Rod. Um, trying out his best horny alien roleplay to get in this girl's pants. Would this have worked on you in high school? Would
I
it
knew
work
you
for
were
you now?
I knew you were going to ask that.
Yeah,
This was another thing I forgot about this movie was Rod like shooting his shot as this like alien. She is reacting way too well to this. I would have literally stopped making out with him and been like, Rod, this evening has been mediocre. I
come
would
back
love
down
for
to
you to
earth,
drive me
buddy.
home now. Come back down to earth. Let's let's just go home. Let's just go home. You drop me off now. Thank you. I am not gonna fuck you. Also, if your pitch is that you have one explosive time of having sex and then that's it, I'd be like, okay, Rod, so we're just gonna, is that your way of saying like a one night stand and then dip out? No, thank you. No, thank you.
Or is it like a purge situation where you can only do it like once, like one period every year?
I don't know, but he even has a name. Didn't he have like a name for his like race of aliens?
Like Xanadu or some shit.
Yeah,
I
it's like
forget.
get out of here, Rod. Obviously, you write sci-fi that you think is cool on the side, and you thought it was going to get you laid, and maybe it actually might have. It seemed like it was working for her, but then she like decided no.
And I think the mixed messages, right? Because, well, not really mixed messages. She's very clear about no, and no means
Hmm.
no. Um, it is a little unfortunate. It's very unfortunate that like he, tries to resist that no. Um,
Yeah.
but he does resist it in character. So I'm like, it's wild that he's like, I'm not going to take no for an answer. I'm also not going to abandon this alien thing just yet.
Yeah, he's like, I think it's working for you. So
Oh
if maybe
God.
if I push it like a little bit more, um, yeah, Rod gives, and I'm not giving this like as an excuse or excusing the behavior. Rod gives the exact reaction that sadly I think every teenage boy gives when they hear the word no.
Mm.
Mhm.
The kicker, though, this is important, Natalie, as he goes, "Come on, babe. I want my first time to be with you." So Rod hasn't, as
Ooh.
we couldn't have guessed by the alien roleplay, Rod has not had sex before.
And never will.
And oh my gosh, yeah, never will. And
Yeah.
same with this poor girl.
Yeah.
Because this car pulls up right behind them with their brights on. Rod goes to investigate and he just gets slashed the fuck up. Dude, poor fucking Stacy, come on. Like, I know Rod's
Yeah.
like crying out, but don't open the door
No, fuck
because like
Rod. Not literally, but
yeah, not anymore.
yeah.
But yeah, Rod is like, let me in, blah, 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 coughing up blood, and then you've got the killer, stab, 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 and then goes after her. And God, dude, and again, these movies, like, you know, women always get brutalized more than men. And
But you don't see Rod get like fully attacked, right?
well, yeah, you see him get stabbed up a bunch.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
He doesn't get nailed to a tree and like let to like bleed out,
Yeah, it's true.
right?
Yeah, and this is all Rod's fault because if he would have been better at his pickup line, like maybe they would have fucked and then they both would have survived.
Again, unfortunate messages with this movie. Yeah,
So
it's
many.
right
There's
off the
so many of
bat.
them.
Um, but yeah, I thought, and this weird kind of like slow motion flash like kind of scenes
Oh,
here. I hate it. It happens a few times in this
it
movie, and
happens a few times, but it also they speed it up sometimes too.
yeah.
Yeah. It really takes you out of it. Or they'll play that like weird what is that genre of music called? It's like very specific from the early 2000s. It almost sounds like dance music, but not. But it plays a couple times when the killer is attacking.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't look up who did the music for this because I didn't want to drag them, but this music's really bad.
It's real
Between
bad.
this and the weird like cowboy music that plays, like when like the sheriff and the principal, fucking Mr. Sizzler, I can't get enough of this dude's name.
But it's
I
only spelled with one Z, so it's not the same.
well, I think it's Sisler, like
It's Sizzler.
SIS,
Yeah, it is Sizzler. Yeah,
but I have it as Mr. Sizzler in my notes all over.
of
Um,
course.
So they're dead, of course, right? This is a post-Scream slasher movie, so this you have this opening, this post-credit situation or pre-credit situation. This has no suspense. This is pretty bad.
Mm-mm.
Number of movies all do this better.
Yes, for sure.
The Screams, obviously. Urban
Yeah.
Legend has a fun one,
Yes, they do.
but just good song choice, and you've got what's his face? Brad Dourif. So it's always a recipe for success.
Oh, always.
So across town, we're introduced to Jody. This is Brittany Murphy and her boyfriend Kenny. Um, he's all horny. They're making out. Kenny's like, let's fucking, we let's
Let's
take this
fuck right
further.
in front of your house.
Right in front of your house with all these street lights on.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Yeah.
come on. Jody says, I'm good. Jody's drunk mom pokes her head into the car
Oh
and says,
my
hey,
God.
maybe I'm down.
I know. Jody's mom, the way she pops into this window, like she is hitting on Kenny, right? Uh, She's hitting on him and asks for a cigarette, which of course he has. And just is just sitting there like, I can't go inside. I'm gonna have to smoke this here.
Yeah, it's my little sneaky little vice. Thank you, little boy.
Yeah.
Looks like my husband's asleep. Hmm.
And the way Jody is looking at her doesn't seem like she like I wouldn't you be giving like an embarrassed face or like eye rolls or just like mom, like what the fuck? Instead, she's kind of just looking at her like smirking, like, oh mom,
Yeah.
that's so you to hit on my boyfriend.
Yeah, the mom, I don't, outside of Kenny, I don't think talks to any other child in this movie, and probably for good reason. Maybe the rest of the or rest of the neighbors know, like, don't.
Maybe they have a restraining order against her.
Yeah, dude, she's a lot. But we talked about before we hopped on, we both noted like this very much like Mrs. Thompson from Nightmare on Elm Street vibes with this woman.
100%. Yeah.
So I do like her. She's probably my favorite one in the
Oh, for
movie.
sure. She's my favorite until the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Kenny threatens to break up, she's like, well, is this good night or goodbye? Um, so she bails,
Hmm.
sneaks into the room or her own room, sorry. Her dad is the sheriff, we learn.
Hmm.
Michael Biehn, industry legend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Is he the only actor who's been in a Terminator movie, an Alien movie, and a Predator movie?
Whoa.
It's like the sci-fi hat trick,
Maybe.
right?
He's
He
got to be,
deserves
right?
some kudos for that.
Yeah, he does.
This is just one example, Natalie. We're in for a ride. And this ride is the most uncomfortable relationship
Oh my God.
between these two. And it starts by her coming home. He's just hiding in her dark room, right? Just I don't know how long he's been in there with the lights
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, just
Um,
waiting.
to just startle her and be like, "I've been waiting for you. How long did you take? You're the
Yeah.
sheriff's daughter. You need
Yeah.
to come home. What are you doing with that boy?"
Yeah, there's a couple things here. Going back to Kenny real quick.
Yeah,
Let's not forget.
no,
Kenny threatened to break up to this girl if because she didn't want to have sex.
that's
So,
unfortunate.
unfortunate but common.
Mm,
Very, very common teenage boy thing. I did not personally have that happen because I didn't say no. But I had a lot of
uh-huh.
friends who did have that happen. I had
Oh,
like quite a few girlfriends that got broken up with because they didn't want to have sex. So
dang.
that's a thing. And it's like this weird power play by teenage boys. It's fucked up. Don't do that if you're a teenage boy and you're listening to this. Um,
Don't let teenage boys ever think they have any fucking power over anything.
they have no power over anything. Yeah, like just no, you have all the power. But yeah, I did not this relationship with her dad, like now given I did not grow up with my dad around, but I do not imagine this as a healthy father-daughter dynamic where you're waiting in the room for her to come in. She has a cell phone. We know she has a cell phone, so he could call her if he's
Yeah,
curious where she is, but instead he chooses to wait in her dark room and scare her.
it's so strange.
Another fucking weird ass male power dynamic, in my opinion.
So you've got fucking creepy ass fucking dad. You've got pervy, horny
Mhm.
ass fucking Kenny who looks like he listens to Power Man 5000 or some shit.
He
Like,
does.
just what,
He
uh,
definitely does.
just what an awful time. What an awful time to be a young woman.
Poor Jody.
Oh, poor Jody. But since the dad's the sheriff, he gets a call in the middle of the night being like, "Ooh, we found some bodies. You're gonna want to check
Ooh.
this out." And you've got this weird scene where she like sleepwalks to the window and goes, "Daddy," and then she like opens her eyes. It's so strange. I didn't know what that was about. Or is that
I
just
don't
how she acts?
I think that's just how she acts. Maybe she was just like saw him leaving and was like, why is he leaving in the middle of the night? But it's like, girl, you know he's the sheriff. Like he probably has to leave in the middle of the night every now
Yeah.
and then.
So, of course, right, the sheriff finds, the car covered in blood, the dude Roddle stabbed up and Stacy nailed to a tree.
Mhm.
Um, and being like, "Oh, yeah, she was alive during all this."
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, that's really rough. At school next day, Jody learns from the murders from Timmy, who is the most absolutely fucking aggravating person in this movie. I hate him. I hate him so much.
Wow, why do you hate Timmy so much? There's so many people to hate in this movie. So why Timmy specifically?
Well, to quote Timmy, duh,
Oh
or
yeah.
however he fucking puts it, like, dude, he's like supposed to be this pseudo wannabe, like, I guess like Randy stand-in character.
Yeah, I think he's supposed to be like the gay best friend,
Yeah, but oh,
like
Jesus Christ.
the gossip of the school.
Yeah, I forget the name of the guy in Bride of Chucky. Like, hey, I like gay best friend tropes sometimes.
Yes. Yes.
So when they're enjoyable, but this person's just super obnoxious.
Oh
And
yeah.
and then also has got a little Gale Weathers in him because he wants to get that scoop.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is why he wants to bug Jody, because Jody, being the daughter of the sheriff, might have some information,
Mm-hmm.
she's has access to that the others wouldn't, right?
Which makes me wonder if he's even her real friend.
I don't think so. I
Mm.
doubt it. Timmy doesn't look like he's really friends with anybody. Timmy's looking out for Timmy.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at the school, you've got this very unsettling, but not exactly sure why Principal Sizzler, just Mr. Sizzler. I just, did you ever go to a Sizzler?
Oh my gosh, too many times. But there's a Sizzler right near my grandma's house, and we go there often, and she just does the
Still
buffet. Yes, still to this day, we go to the Sizzler, Kyle.
love that for you. I don't even know if there's a Sizzler in Washington. If there is, I'm gonna find it.
Can I just tell you, for anyone who hasn't been to a Sizzler in a long time, it's so much worse than it ever was because now, like, they're super leaning into the like older conservative demographic, I think. So they have like all these like weird American flag, like art, if that's what you want to call it, like on the walls. And
Hmm.
the food is pretty mediocre. But my grandma gets the buffet every time because she thinks it is the best deal. And
Okay.
she goes to the buffet more times than any woman should, like any human should. I've never seen anyone eat at a Sizzler buffet like she can. It's pretty impressive, but it's not good. Please don't go to the Sizzler. They still exist and they're terrible.
The closest Sizzler to me is in Albany, Oregon. It's about,
Oh.
a little over 4 hours away.
Yeah, the Sizzler that I'm referring to is the one in Hemet, California.
Hell yeah, I love that. So if you ever want to find Natalie and her
You can find
grandma,
me at the
she just
Sizzler.
she just doxed herself at the Hammett
I
Sizzler.
don't live near the Hemet Sizzler.
Um, oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm looking through Sizzler pictures and I am just impressed by this buffet.
If you're
Uh
if you're brave enough to come find me at the Sizzler,
she'll
I'd
treat
be
you to a
impressed.
buffet.
I'll treat you to the fucking buffet. Why not?
There you go. See, I thought the only buffet part was the salad bar, but it turns out there's a full buffet
Yeah, no,
situation now.
the salad bar is like the whole buffet situation. You can make little tacos. You can make
Love
little
that.
tacos. There's pizza. There's that have you ever had ambrosia?
You sure? Yeah.
Okay, they've got that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Um they've got this like weird bread pudding, peach cobbler that's probably been frozen twice. It's a lot. Yeah.
Love that. Love that shit. Yeah, I don't think the one I went to as a kid in San Diego still exists, but probably for good reason.
Yeah.
So either way, so you got Mr. Sizzler.
Mr. Sizzler.
Yeah, Mr. Sizzler, King of the Sizzlers. Um, you've got his like unnecessarily like horny secretary.
Oh my God. I forgot about the horny secretary.
Because that
She,
part of her character, well, first of all, I don't think you ever see her on screen ever again.
you don't see her ever again, which makes me wonder, was there supposed to be some side plot with this secretary? The way she looks at him when she's like closing the door, just that hard eye contact. She's into it. She's into Mr. Sizzler.
Yeah,
She wants that meat.
yeah. I thought she wants a bite of that buffet, um, all she can eat, and I think that yeah, like maybe there'd be like just demonstrate like oh he's like kind of like a horn dog or something, or but that's all one direction. She was feeding all that right to him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, geez. And then you also have, I think the only teacher that you see in this movie is Jay Moore, who paid, what's
Hmm.
his fucking name? Like
Oh, he has a weird last name. I don't know why it had to be so complicated.
Malistort, Voldemort,
Marliston. Mr.
Marliston,
Marliston.
Marlistor, Voldemort,
It's
something like
good.
that, right? Dude, this whole scene, right? Because the principal's like, oh, yeah, well, obviously there have been some murders. I'm going to cancel regular class, but we're just going to have like counseling classes for the day and just kind
Weird.
of put the teachers in charge. Um, and then this scene, oh my God. Dude, well, I hate all of this. I hate all these kids and
Oh
I
my
I hate
gosh.
Jay Moore and his character in this.
Yeah.
Um, it is pretty funny though, where he's like, hey, we're all here just to express how we need to, you know, but hurry up, say something. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Yeah.
Or
How
like,
about
yeah,
you?
or like,
Calling them
no,
out.
you shut up, you stop. No one wants to hear what you have to say. And then, how about you? I bet you have some grim bullshit to say. You
Yeah,
know?
the way he calls out Jody. He's like, Jody, you're thoughtful. Yeah,
Yeah,
say
you're not
something.
a fucking idiot, Jody. Can you say
Yeah.
something? It's terrible.
Yeah.
And then again, like all this, just some really kind of like it's your way to kind of learn about some of the behaviors of each of the kids. And it's supposed to come off, again, very like Scream level type of like dialogue.
Yeah.
They're all
It does
supposed to
not.
sound, oh no, it's so bad. All of it's so bad. And then you also have this kind of largely unnecessary cafeteria scene. Again, this movie's only 100, or sorry, an hour 26, but they really pad some of this out.
Hmm.
Um, I guess really the only point of this cafeteria scene is to introduce the next victim who was accused of going down on somebody,
Mm,
but didn't.
yeah.
And then you find out that like, oh no, she didn't. She wouldn't know a dick if it was named Woody or something along those lines. I
Yeah.
forget.
And look, could have saved her life.
And then Jay Moore's just like, oh, yeah, wait, what was that? Oh, she
She
didn't?
she
Oh,
didn't suck
okay.
dick.
Okay. Put it as a little did they not they suck dick book
Yeah.
he's got
He's got
of
he's
children.
got the just the sexual records of all the children in the school.
Ah,
Super
Jesus.
normal. Yeah.
Yep. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's really bad. So that night, we have the scene because we do have to pad this body count, I suppose.
Hmm.
She dies pretty quickly. She just answers the door and then in like slow-mo, like gets her head like caved in by the door.
Yeah, these kills are weak.
They are very weak.
Yeah. Slasher is a strong word for this.
So Exhibit B in the awful, creepy father-daughter relationship, the dad's giving her like fight training And then can we like address this like weird moment
Oh,
where
we need
like
to.
just like in any like romantic comedy or like in any certain type of movie, if a man is teaching a woman to do something or vice versa, and they land on each other, kind of like Lion King style, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love that he's the Lion King.
Yeah. Um, it is very uncomfortable when it's like this is your father who lands on top of you, and then you have this like weird awkward pause where they're like looking at each other like while he's like on top of her.
hmm
What is this and why?
There's so many interesting things happening here. So, Kyle, have you watched many romantic comedies? Doesn't seem like your genre.
I've seen a few. I'm not sure what my favorites are off the top of my head, but I've
Okay.
got like a few.
I can think of quite a few where somebody trips, falls, catches, dancing, maybe it's self-defense, whatever it is, but there's that like that fall into each other where it's like, oh my gosh, sexual tension, like
Yeah.
that type of moment. And like in that type of movie where it's not a father-daughter dynamic,
Yeah.
it's two people, that are the same age, not related, have some chemistry, have a cute
One's
little
not a child.
situation. One's not a child, exactly. Like you're supposed to feel like, ooh, is something about to happen? That should not happen when you're watching a father and daughter. Like, and it feels like that's the moment they're trying to create. It's real weird, like really uncomfortably weird.
And why? And why? To what end?
Why? Exactly. What is that supposed to be?
It's super creepy. Luckily it gets interrupted because the dad gets a call that this new girl's dead. So they all go to the house and then they're like, fuck, man, we got a serial killer on our hands now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. And then also like so then we cut to the morgue where he's like examining like all like the naked bodies.
hmm
Um and the doctor at the morgue really gives this like really like lengthy roundabout way to say that all of these children are virgins. To which I'm like, I mean, like I guess okay, like I know why you would like check for that. Um
If they're murdered, like you're checking for sexual assault, rape, those
Yeah,
sorts of
yeah.
things.
So
Yeah.
I get that, so like okay, everything, the hymen's still intact, all of this, like
hmm
sure. So, looks like there was none of that. Thank goodness. No sexual
hmm
violence.
hmm
Still dead children. I get that. But then with Rod, he's like, yeah, you can't tell with the boys, but I can tell he was holding some cum.
He does not say that.
He basically does. I'm like, what? He's like,
He
he's
says not
like,
at least at least not recently. He say, yeah.
he's like, it's hard to tell with boys, but I can tell with this one. And I'm like, who is this doctor? Get out of here. And then, of course, the sheriff, he's like, I'm not even going to ask how you know this. You got me at Virgin. And he just starts having like flashes, like it flashes back and forth between him and Brittany Murphy, like lying in bed. And he's like, oh, my daughter. Oh, she's a virgin.
I'm sorry, I can't get past you saying the doctor says he knows he's holding some cum.
Hey, I'm not a doctor. He
Jesus.
probably checked. Probably the first thing.
He could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, let's see what he's holding. Let's open them balls up. Hurry, hurry, we gotta act fast. We'll lose the evidence. I don't know. So either way, the sheriff darts straight home,
Mm-hmm.
goes right up to her bedroom and
Mm-hmm.
says, hey, honey, we need to have a talk.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and also like body language here too.
Yeah,
He has his arm like rested. So she's laying down, trying to like paint a picture for everybody here. And he has his arm placed over her body, like on the bed, is how he's like leaning over her. Instead of
yeah,
just like sitting on the side of her bed or standing on the side of her bed. Like, I understand it's her dad. Like, you know,
sure.
parents will sit on the side of your bed. But like the way that he's like leaned in, it's a lot after what we just witnessed with their self-defense.
He's like, hey, Jody, you know, how are things going with your boyfriend Kenny? Did you round all the bases or you just kiss? And she's like, no. And like she's being honest, right? Like, first of all, you're not
Mm-hmm.
gonna fucking confirm any of that with your fucking father. Absolutely not.
Well, he says, "Have you kissed?" And she's like, "Yeah, of course."
Yeah,
Like you literally watched us make out in the car for probably an hour.
you fucking pervert. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And then and he's like, have you ever gone further? And she's like, no. And then and he's like, can you though?
Yeah, that what a weird fucking question. What a weird way to say that.
Can you go further?
Could you go further? Yeah.
And then this poor, like, clear already, like, I was like, no, this kid's already traumatized just from this. Even if the movie ended
Mm-hmm.
right then, her having to be like, are you disappointed that I'm
Yeah.
not having sex?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, no, 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 no. But,
He's like, no, that'd be weird, right?
oh, no, that'd be weird. Yeah. But, I wouldn't ask if it wasn't really important, right? You're just like, oh my God. Make this stop. Make this whole thing stop. Just shut the movie down. Like I would
Mm-hmm.
be like it's
How many people were in this room while this scene was being shot?
yeah, you got what the fuck? You got all these defenders of this movie being like, "Oh, no, they just watered it down and this and this and this." And I'm like, I don't think it's like the violence towards teenagers. It's this fucking weird sexual dynamic between
Mm-hmm.
like adults and children, whether it's the
Yeah.
mom and Kenny or fucking the dad and his daughter.
Or the
W-
teacher that's actually her brother.
Yeah, what the fuck? All of this,
Mm-hmm.
what the fuck? There were so many opportunities to
Mm-hmm.
say no and throw the script in the trash, but no, people
Yeah.
just kept going and kept
Yep.
making this movie.
They sure did.
Ah, that is fucking awful.
Yep.
So, so once it's confirmed that his child is intact down there, um, I'm surprised he wasn't like, well, let's run you in for tests just to make
Yeah.
sure.
Let's
Um,
yeah.
he tells the police, he's like, we're going to call a town hall. Um, we're going to get all the kids' parents together, um, and tell them all that all the victims are virgins. And again, like, okay, I get it. Kids, lots of kids have sex at this age,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Where am I
So,
thinking they're probably like 17, I'd say.
yeah, anywhere
16,
between, yeah,
17.
like 16, 17, right?
Yeah.
Like, I get it. Um, Now I don't have the percentages in front of me, but like, I still think that it can still very much be a coincidence that three children are dead and they're virgins. Like, I
Yes.
don't think that's even three in a row is not enough, especially when it's two kids that clearly were looking like they may, like, in a parked car or whatever. Like, I I
Didn't
don't
he
think that's
mark,
enough.
but at this point, didn't the killer mark virgin on the third victim's leg? On the girl's
Oh, I
leg?
forget what he carved in. Was it the full word virgin?
Yes.
Got it. Okay, so there's a little more to it than
I
that.
don't
But
think I don't think that happened with the first two victims, not until the third. And that's where they were like, oh shit, yeah, they all like that's part of the motive.
so the teacher's like, oh, they're really not getting this. These fucking thick ass
Yeah.
idiots. Like, let me
I gotta spell
clearly
it
write
out for
out.
them, literally.
Yeah. Yeah, though, so I do think that Mr. Sizzler is right on this one, where he's like, "Are you sure we want to like get all the adults
Hmm.
in here and tell them that their kids are being murdered and they need to fuck to like be protected?" I don't know if this
Yeah.
is a good idea.
And as
Um,
soon as any teenager finds that out, like exactly what happens is going to happen where they're like, okay, now we all have a reason to just fuck.
right. So, geez, but of course the adults like also can't help but make like crass comments at each other, where it's like, guys, like, what do I have to do? Lock my daughter in the basement? And some other dad goes,
It's
"Well,
like
it's
too late.
yeah, I was just making a joke. Your daughter's a slut."
Yeah, like
Like,
so
what?
So inappropriate. And also, I'm like, how do you know that? Like, what are you gossiping with fucking Timmy?
Yeah, Jesus Christ. So what they really need to be worried about, yeah, is fucking Mr. Marliston. Because again, the school's completely empty except for everyone in the gym, and then you've got like her just hanging out alone with Mr. Marliston,
Weird.
quoting fucking T.S. Eliot to him or some shit. Yeah, fucking something about, what is it? I've had it pulled up. T.S. Eliot. Alas, our dried voices when we whisper together are quiet and meaningless. And then they start quoting together, like as wind in the dry grass.
I know.
And despite all my rage, I'm a rat in a cage, as they say. So, Jesus. Every adult is so awkward with Brittany Murphy.
Mm-hmm.
It's terrible.
Yeah, it's real terrible.
And it's just so uncomfortable because she also acts just kind of drunk all the time.
Yeah.
Not saying that it's okay sober either, because she's a child.
Like kind
But all of this is just so
kind
uncomfortable
of
all the time.
kind of drunk and a little bit like it's not even flirty. It's like it feels like it's supposed to be played as, or this is how Brittany Murphy is playing it as, like naive, like curiosity.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I, as a teenage girl, like there were some teachers that I thought were cute that I was like, I'd hit that. But like that was in my like adolescent brain, not realizing how young I was, like
Yeah.
thinking I was a grown ass woman. And so like the appropriate reaction as a teacher, if you thought a student had a crush on you, would be to just be completely normal and professional, not quote, you know, books with them in unison
Yeah.
after school alone.
Oh, and then she's like, "Can I keep talking to you?
Yeah.
Just the two of us?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Okay.
Yeah. He should
Yeah."
be like, no, no.
Oh my God.
I'll
It's
see you in
just,
class.
yeah. So, so he leaves her because he needs to go to this town hall, and she follows and spies with Timmy, who's trying to get his scoop, and he's got one
He's gonna
because
get a scoop.
now these kids, yeah, these kids learn that the whole virgin thing. So, of course, first thing, Timmy's like, "Give me your cell phone. I need to make some calls." Fucking run to the presses. And first of all, if you just call and just spread the word and just tell everybody, no, dude, you got to like sit on that and write your article and come out
Yeah,
that way. What sort of scoop are you trying to get, Timmy?
that's true. Yeah,
Bet.
because imagine like reading that shit, you'd be like, oh my God, Timmy just spilled all that tea.
Yeah, so fucking Timmy jumped the gun here.
Not
Um,
good journalism, Timmy.
Not good journalism. And you know what? He pays for it with his life.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah, because Jody goes to find him because, of course, he runs off with her cell phone. And you get this chase scene, which I think's pretty meh.
Uh,
I guess maybe you find like Timmy dead, which is kind of fun, I suppose. Good riddance.
yeah,
But you also get your clearest look at the killer. Any thoughts on
true.
this?
You see that your killer is female presenting, we'll say.
Right.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Um,
because otherwise I'm not impressed by the look of this killer.
well, starting with the chase scene, it's pretty boring. I fell asleep during
And this
this
like
chase scene.
weird electronic music playing, which is pretty funny when you watch it 1.5 speed like I did.
You really wanted to get through this movie
Yeah.
quickly. Yeah, I fell asleep during this chase scene and had to rewatch it again today because it is just, yeah, the music, the pace of it doesn't feel right. And as far as like the killer and the wig, the you can tell that it is. I originally, when we watched this, I thought it was a stunt double. I think like that was just dressed in like woman's clothing because I was like, oh, that'll be fun if it's a female killer.
Hmm.
Um, because you can tell that that's a man. Like that is a man's frame in that outfit. So that threw me off a little bit, I think, watching it.
Yeah.
What about you? What do you think about this killer's look?
Just complete, well, yeah, just very forgettable.
Yeah,
And very, again, just kind of unfortunate, like because of the, you know. Just that drawing that line between kind of like gender bending and
Oh, we'll get there when we get to
psychopathy
our killer's
murder.
motive.
Yeah. She manages to escape. Luckily, there's a. It reminds me of what's the name of that venue in Solana Beach? The Belly Up that has a big hanging
Hmm.
shark.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so there's also a hanging shark in this classroom. So
yeah.
she sends the shark at him. That's always fun.
Smart. Yeah.
But she escapes. The adults arrive, but the killer's gone.
And the killer starts to cut her leg.
Right. Well, yeah, starting to
Mm-hmm.
cut her to, I think, start like the V in Virgin,
Mm-hmm.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at the police station, she's giving her like description of the killer so they can generate a photo. Um, once the sheriff dad sees the picture that the computers come up with, he's like,
Ooh, check please.
check please. I'm gonna make a couple phone calls. I'm gonna call Mr. Sizzler.
Does this does this killer, you know what this killer reminds me of? And this what do you call it when the cops draw up like a
It's like
description,
it's like a
a
police
witness
sketch.
description? Yeah, like a police sketch. This police sketch reminds me of Malignant.
Hmm.
A little bit like the hair like over the face and everything. That's kind of what this killer reminds me of.
I hear that.
Yeah.
Maybe Malignant was like, we
We
like that
love cherry
Cherry Fall
falls.
situation. Yeah. So he calls up Mr. Sizzler, faxes over the police sketch, and says, "Sizzles, your brain's gonna sizzle over this one. Are you sitting down right now? Because I've got a fucking buffet of information for you.
Oh my God.
Do you remember Laura Lee Sherman?" And then Mr. Sizzler's like, whoa, 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 what? We haven't seen her in 25 years. Why would she want to kill a bunch of virgin children?
That's so stupid, Kyle.
Thank you. So
Okay, I'm good.
Timmy in his final act, um, his final act, he lived how he died, spreading good gossip, right?
Yeah.
So he gets his final word out about the whole virgin thing. Um, so Jody's friend comes to visit her in the police station and says like, "Hey, everyone's like planning to fuck.
Yeah, like tonight.
Um, I am going to repeat this, and I don't want to,
Oh, I'm so excited.
but she refers to it as a hymen holocaust."
Uh-huh. Yep. I'm glad you noted that because I did too.
And an adult man wrote that down, and for a child to say to another child.
No, no,
And they filmed it, no notes.
no girl would say that. No.
Who, what? Yeah,
A
what?
teenage boy might say that.
That sounds like something a teenage boy could say.
A
But I
girl's not
think
going to say that to another girl.
I think a young person with a vagina, I think would not say, people are calling this a hymen holocaust. We
No.
should go.
Yeah.
Like that just sounds very unappealing in
It
every
doesn't
way.
sound sexy, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think when you call anything a holocaust, I'd say the safe bet
Takes,
is to not be
yeah.
yeah, feeling aroused.
Mm-mm. No.
Jesus Christ. And also not even that, it's at the Donkey Hill Hunt Lodge. Like you want to go to the Hyman Holocaust at the Donkey Hill Hunting Lodge? What? What? There's gonna be a fucking child orgy. Why? Why is this movie happening? We're
This
still
movie,
here.
this movie is so much better when you're working your way back through it because
Oh, she's like, it's got an open floor. That's all we need. I'm like, you're unhinged. Someone needs to call your parents. This is terrible. I don't like any of this. None of it at all. I would hope as a 16-year-old, I'd be like, I don't know if this is a good idea. I don't
Um,
think I should participate in this.
I feel like we knew each other when we were 16. I feel like we would not have participated in this situation.
Well, if there is a
You find a
murder,
different way. Like just go find a romantic spot for you and your honey. So you don't have to go to the party.
well, if the makeout spot was the scene of a crime and the school is the scene of the crime,
What's
yeah,
left?
this is Donkey Hill. It's terrible. Oh, geez.
Not a sexy name.
No. So the next day at school, Jody's like a fucking celebrity now because she survived this attack,
Oh
right?
yeah,
Dude, Kenny's like fucking all about her again.
Kenny.
Yeah, because one thing I forgot to mention is on top of all the kids being dead, to make matters worse, Kenny's like fucking out there like consoling like other women and shit.
Oh, he was
And
like ready to fuck that girl in the cafeteria
oh yeah, on the
right in
roof of
front
his
of
car
everybody.
in
Yeah,
the
like
parking lot. Yeah.
yeah, they were all up on each other, which if they were just, a nice little couple dating, fine, so be it. But like he's clearly acting this way out in public to make Jody jealous. And now that she's got some attention, he's got to swing right in on that.
Now
Kenny,
he's lime
he's
green
piece of
jello.
shit. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, dude. So fucking Kenny's all into her and shit. Dude, you've got like the fucking teacher being like, trying to like reach, he's getting blocked off by the kids being like, Jody, are you okay?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about you. You're like, I fucking nothing is, I
Gross.
don't even care if he ends up being the killer or not. Like, he's just a fucking creep
Yeah, he's creepy.
regardless.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, Kenny's like, hey, I'd really miss you if you were dead. Let's come bone at the donkey house.
Yeah.
Or do you want to go with somebody else? Dude, Kenny's
Ugh.
just too much. Oh,
Ugh. Yeah, no.
yeah.
Like, no. Jody, don't fuck Kenny.
Yeah. Um, dude, you even got fucking like local TV media being like, yeah, there's someone killing virgins and
There's
the
a
kids are
fuck fest about to happen.
kids are hosting a fuck fest in this small town. Back at you, Keith, with the weather. It's raining come over here at Donkey Hill.
Stop. You're on you're on one
I know.
today. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
So so Sheriff Dad's like who's also kind of turned on, I think, by the idea of his
He's like,
daughter having sex, goes, let the kids have a sex party. I like it. Just
I
treat it
approve.
like I approve. Treat it like any other party. Um, and by any other party, it means like they like do a full stakeout mission and like surround the place.
They just if they know what's going on, they just maybe have a cop nearby, but they're not going to break it up as long as
Yeah.
there's no complaints. Which
So,
I mean, I guess small town seems fair enough.
right. Oh, geez. So he's like, all right, I'm gonna go to the last known spot of Laura Lee Sherman. I'm gonna do some side investigating.
Hmm.
So while you all have your sex party.
Probably the
So
smartest thing that he does.
tries to do some background intel. So at home after school, Jody confronts her drunk mom, who's just like makes her just eat her fucking bird's ass cookies.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah. And she confronts her about Laura Lee Sherman, which she initially denies, and she's like, keep eating my burnt cookies.
But her face, like no poker face on that mom.
No. She's like,
Not at all.
knew her. Yeah, hardly knew her. What are you talking about? Certainly couldn't have been some girl that disappeared 25 years ago that we don't
Yeah,
know
no
about.
conspiracies there.
Not even a big deal. So, again, trying to parse out some things I like about this movie. Of course, I like a library research scene.
Yeah, she even goes through what do you call the thing where you're shifting through newspapers?
I forget what they're called off the top of my head, but
You know what I'm talking about though.
yeah, yeah, I brought them up in a different episode.
Hmm.
So, um, her mom though follows her there too and says, "Fine, fine, fine. I'll just tell you."
And the way that they're sitting in this library at the table while the mom's smoking a cigarette and Brittany Murphy pretty much turns into like a detective asking her questions
Right.
is hilarious.
Yeah, her mom's smoking. It's supposed to like make her like a red herring a little
Is
bit.
it?
Yeah, because there's also a scene earlier when you don't, are supposed to not think that it's the teacher, and he goes to investigate and he finds like a cigarette butt. Like,
Oh, you're right. Yes.
yeah, so I think they're
Yeah.
trying to imply that, like she
Yeah,
could be the killer, you know.
absolutely.
She just puts on some other like bad wig
Yeah, it is a
and
bad
runs around
wig.
and does whatever.
Hmm.
So, this is when we learn about Laura Lee. Um, and saying like what she just thought she was smarter than other people anyway,
Probably
and
was.
she probably was, and she, yeah, sure, she got drunk and probably sexually assaulted by four men, just straight up raped, and
Hmm.
but then she just left and it was fine. It allowed us to move on.
Yeah.
Now I don't know if we do we find out what happened to the two of the men that like they said just moved away,
Yeah, they said they just left town.
and that's it, so they end up fine.
Yeah, I guess they're doing fine.
Unless like I would have liked to see that like, oh, there's some evidence that like they died. Like the sheriff calls them, tries to
Yeah,
call them, and then they find out that they were dead. So,
that could have
you
been
know,
that could have been interesting. That way you at least get some justice there.
right? And some extra
Yeah.
kills at least,
Yeah.
hopefully, even if off screen. But the daughter, Jody, she's like, "Who were the two men?" And then the mom's like, "Mr. Sizzler." She's like, "Not Sizzler."
She's
Who
like
else, Mom? You said there was four. I counted three. You said there's four, Mom. Who's the fourth, Mom? You only said three, Mom. Who's the fourth? And she's like, your dad. And
Yeah.
Jody's rightfully upset because she
Yeah.
she believes she was like, oh, so he did rape her.
Yeah.
Because that's really fucked up, and that's fucking me up now because
And he is a creep.
and
Hmm.
someone's trying to get revenge on him by killing me. Fuck that noise.
Yeah. But Jody shouldn't be surprised. Her dad is fucking weird.
Yeah. So Jody, rightfully upset by this, she fucking bails and goes straight to Kenny's,
Mhm.
who's fucking just saying some nonsense about like spiritual virginity. Just dumb shit that teenage
Yeah.
boys think that they're smart about and say. I hear that. I'm sure I was saying dumb
Yeah.
shit too. And then she's just like, "Shut up, idiot! Fucking put my toe in your mouth and
Oh my
bite
God. Yeah,
hard."
let's talk about this.
So this, I remember this also happened in. Do you remember that I Know What You Did Last Summer reboot from last year,
Hmm.
where like the girl, sorry, spoilers alert for this, but like one of the girls like just like deals with her trauma by being like very sexually aggressive,
Yeah. Hmm.
and it's supposed. So I don't know if I like this trope of like, oh, I'm fucked in the head, so like I wanna just be like overtly like aggressively sexual.
Oh, interesting. I didn't even read it that way because I didn't think her like character, I don't know, like it just seemed like really out of character for her because like they were making out in the car having a good time, like very like typical teenager stuff. This is not very typical teenager stuff.
No, yeah.
Um
So she's being like it's like she's got like a new like, messy haircut, and she is like bite on my toe. If you want to fuck, let's fuck.
and
And
very like the way that she's like demanding that he do it like harder too, like hard eye contact. I was like, girl, like this does not feel like this is the first time that you guys have done this like kind of toe play,
yeah,
right? Like it feels like maybe they've done this before, but Kenny seems thrown off by it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's very like, and then like Kenny just doesn't know what he's doing because he's like, I, well, but I want it to be because of love. And I'm like,
Yeah.
where is this coming from,
You
Kenny?
wanted to fuck in the driveway a day ago.
I mean, maybe out of love, I guess. And he's like, and I'm gonna break up with you if you don't, because that's I don't know.
Hmm.
It's so
Because love.
yeah, because of love.
Yeah. Yeah. So now that
Um,
you're just mad at your parents, you got me sucking and biting on your toes. ready to
Yeah.
fuck. And then he's like, no, like it needs to be for love.
She's like, "You're fucking dumb. I'm leaving. I'm
Hmm.
skipping this dumbass child party and I'm going to Mr. Marlison's house. He's a scholar and an adult."
Yeah.
Um, Now the sheriff dad, meanwhile, goes to this dilapidated home. Speaking of, I know what she did last summer, goes on his like separate
Little side
investigative
quest.
trip. Yeah, to this old like house in Virginia. Um, no one's there, at least that he thinks.
Mm.
Goes straight to this basement and just immediately finds, yeah, okay. Yeah, you got a
Shit's weird.
baby doll with a chain noose around its neck. You got some hanging, Blair Witch trinkets and some
Hmm.
maybe some torture stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, it's looking real dark in there.
Yeah. Um, oh boy. So he gets a call to meet Mr. Sizzler over at the school pronto. So he
Clearly a
leaves.
trap.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and then goes to find Mr. Sizzler dead.
Hmm.
Goodbye.
And
Um,
he has um on his forehead etched virgin not, which felt weird.
and
Yeah.
Mr. Sizzler fucks.
Mr. Sizzler fucks.
And then the killer jumps out behind Sheriff Dad and knocks him out.
Hmm.
So he's unconscious. Now we're at the sex party. And it is a little funny how it's just incredibly awkward and completely unsexy in every way.
I actually think that feels right for the circumstances because, if you're trying to force having sex on yourself when you're not ready, it is going to be very awkward and uncomfortable. I mean, even if you think you're ready, it's probably still going to be awkward and uncomfortable. But
Right.
for these kids, like the way that they're dancing, like their bodies are so far apart, like their arms are like completely out. It's cute.
You've got DJ Qualls and the other nerd like trying to like get in on it, which I think they do
Oh
successfully,
yeah. Yeah.
which is good. Um,
These girls are scared for their life. They're like, any dick will do.
well, you've got the scene earlier where you've got like kind of like the queen bee girl like educating the others on
Oh my
like
gosh.
on sex and how just dumb boys are, and it's pretty
She's
good.
right though. Actually, I think that's probably the most like she knows her shit and is absolutely right. She's absolutely right.
I like the other girl who is at the party, like basically just negotiating her body
Yes.
for CDs and a snowboard.
Yeah, she's like, "Listen, like we gotta fuck, but I need to get something out of this."
Yeah, she's like she sees an opportunity where she's like, look, if I'm really only having sex with somebody for self-preservation and protection, um, why can't I just milk this for a little bit more?
Absolutely. Yeah, she's an entrepreneur and I appreciate that for her.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
So, um, Kenny, meanwhile, is making out with this other girl, but then starting to have second thoughts because he's like, no, maybe I've got feelings for Jody. And then, of course, because it's, the year 2000, someone has to be like, butt pirate.
I know. It's like, why?
Homo.
Yeah, he turned down pussy. Gay.
Gosh. Even, yeah, but whatever. Oh, geez. Jody arrives at Mr. Marlison's house, and he's like, oh, hey, here, you can help me carry this heavy trunk that doesn't have a body in it, I promise.
Yeah,
Let's take it down to my basement. And she's like, oh, okay. But you do have this, this killer reveal where she's like, yeah, I'm really mad at my dad. And she's like, and he's like, oh, well, what? Because, he's a fraud and a fucking killer and a fucking piece of shit. She's like, yeah, actually.
yeah. I like that little bit, that little killer reveal there. That's fun.
Yeah. And then I did like, then that reveal where she's like, who's in this trunk? And it's like, oh, it's your dad. Or my dad. I don't know.
Yeah. That was fun.
Maybe
Yeah.
both. Jody tries to escape, of course, realizing now that the killer is Mr. Marliston, but she gets
Hmm.
knocked out. And he ties her up in the basement. Um, she comes to, he's, you know, getting himself, putting some makeup on.
Mhm.
Um, she's like, why? And he's like, I don't need to give my fucking killer speech. Fucking make him tell the story.
Yeah.
Do it, idiot. And then the dad fucking comes clean, and this is where we hear what actually happened, where
Yeah.
him and his three fucking buddies are out drunk. They find Laura Lee on the side of the road, and then they sexually assault her. I mean, they rape her. They each, participate in this. Um, it's a little because like the sheriff dad's just like, oh, I didn't, they were, I guess they literally they picked me up and kind of grabbed my erection and
Yeah.
just kind of gliding me in and out.
But he knew, like he
But I,
says he knew like what like he was doing.
yeah,
So I'm
like,
assuming he didn't fight it too much, but it's
right.
it's a really weird scene, like him telling the story, but also us seeing the flashback. And it's actually like quite graphic
Yeah.
as far as um like especially this is supposed to be made for TV. So
Mhm.
we're gonna shorten the kills, and make those a little softer by slow-mowing them or speeding them up. But we're totally cool with just ripping this girl's shirt open, cutting her bra, and then showing three friends forcing their drunk friend to mount this woman and fucking midsummering him into her. Like, what? This that's real fucked up that they were like, "Oh, that's fine. That's fine for TV." But
Mm.
the violence, no.
So to make things just worse, um, then Marlison hops in and he's like, yeah. And that's why I dress in drag and go around killing innocent children that had nothing to do with this, not even the children of the people responsible.
Hmm.
Um, and I just track all their sexual habits. Yep.
Well, he also says, his mom then like tortured him as a kid, told him the story over and over again because you see that the baby doll that's chained up in the crib is a representation of him as a child. So, but just to be clear, we'll go over all the things here. So,
Hmm.
this woman is a rape survivor,
Yeah.
leaves town, obviously finds out she's pregnant by rape, has this child, then becomes severely abusive to her child.
And we live in a country where there's now a number of states where she'd be forced to have that child.
Yes. Um then so what the implication here is that this woman being a rape survivor, having this child, then would become an abusive mother out of anger of, I'm assuming he says because he looks like his dad. So she, holds that anger. So feels very like victim blamey for the mom of her mistreating the son. And then now this child who is a result of rape becomes a murderer, but also the added weird layer that didn't need to be there, that dresses up as a woman. So we'll call it cross dressing because it doesn't seem like he identifies as a woman.
Right.
So, yeah, so we'll call that cross dressing. All of that is so fucking wild that like we didn't need all of those things. It's so much.
And the
It's
virgin specific part of this, where he needs to like go after virgins and like mark them as such.
all of it just, oh, because he says he's taking the purest, the last pure thing that the adults have, he says at some point, which like feels like the strangest
Yeah.
roundabout way to get revenge. Like you said, like why can't we just kill the kids of these of the parents that, or just get revenge on the men that did this?
Yeah, they just talked to Freddy Krueger. He's probably just, why you gotta make this so complicated?
Yeah, he's like, just go for the kids of the ones who wronged you, and then, then you'll go off the rails later. But yeah, it's just so many layers of weird backstory, motive, and then layers upon layers. Oh, and then the added, like, if you're an abused child, that you would become a murderer, and that would lead to you dressing in women's clothing as a man. Like that would be a result of severe trauma and abuse. There's just so many things. So when I think about this movie and all the people who give it a positive review or look at it like, oh, like, it's the early 2000s, it's silly, whatever. And I'm like, and y'all can't handle some of the stuff that's in movies now. That's wild to me. That makes no
Hmm.
sense to me because this is so sloppily and lazily done. I just don't understand it. And I for some reason I'm like blanking on a comparison of something that I know people freaked out about recently that they thought was offensive, that I was like, okay, calm down. Whereas this, I'm like, this is offensive. But the movie's so dumb. It's so dumb and like probably had such little impact. Like I guess it whatever, but it feels very lazy.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So Kenny, knowing that Jody was going to go try and mac on Mr. Marliston, goes to Mr. Marliston's house, and manages to kind of save
Yeah.
the others barely a little bit. He manages to fucking get the upper hand on Marliston, who is just caught off guard completely and gets locked out of his own house like an asshole.
Hmm.
Kenny runs
It,
down to the basement and saves them. But Marliston grabs that axe from outside, bursts his way back in. You're about to say something.
I was actually, this is the only point of the movie that I like Kenny because he is pretty like smart about it. He's like, okay, if she's not here, then why the fuck is her bike parked out front? And why are you wearing lipstick? Like, it's like, what the fuck's going on?
What's going on in here? I mean,
Yeah,
like anyone can wear
something's going
lipstick,
on.
but her bike being here is not a,
The combination of both the bike and the lipstick are, there's something going on.
yeah. So during this escape, Marlison kills the sheriff dad
Hmm.
and axes him to death, which, I mean, yeah, fine, good riddance. That's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, bye, dead rapist. See you later.
yeah,
Hmm. They find another officer. Such a dumb joke, but the only good one in the movie. Uh,
yeah.
he's like, this is my post. I can't just split right before an axe goes right through his head.
I
Love
love it.
that.
Yeah.
I hope to say something just really just like ironic and
Like right
inappropriate.
before death.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hope so. The kids, because they're dumb, being chased by Marliston, lead him right to the sex party where all the other kids are and run
Why?
through the house and have him chase him right into there.
They could have gone anywhere else.
And then they're probably just like, hey, fuck these kids. Like maybe they did that on purpose. Run right through and just let him just start killing people. That'll slow him down at least a little
Hmm.
bit. I would have hoped for a longer, more fun version of the scene of him just being distracted and just killing everybody.
That I think is actually really fun. Like that's what you always hope for in a slasher when there's a party situation is that people are just going to start getting just cut up. Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then even then, I'm just like, hold on, like when he's taking swings at people, I'm like, you, this is a sex party, so you need to come in and be like, hey, everybody, hey, let me see, let's show of hands.
Yeah. Who go to the left side of the room if you haven't fucked yet and go to the right side of the room if you have.
Yeah, hey, everybody, let me check these condoms, make sure they're used or not, you know. So let's see, during all of this like chase, Marlison tries to get, the upper hand on Jody. Kenny pushes him aside. Kenny gets stabbed. I was like, oh, I was hoping Kenny was killed, but he's not,
Mm,
unfortunately.
yeah.
But it all just kind of ends pretty quickly, because I guess then in this like potential dead boyfriend rage, like Jody just like grabs Marliston, an adult man, and throws him through a window, and he
Yeah.
trips and falls over a balcony. and then like falls and like basically just kind of like pierces himself on like a piece of wood.
Yeah, he gets impaled by the like banister.
And then the deputy that's like hanging out outside goes, oh, fucking no, no, you don't. Just grabs two guns and starts unloading both clips
Hmm.
into him. Just, I'm not here to ask questions. I'm here to just fucking kill the shit out of you.
She was like,
But
"You're clearly up to something. You're dressed up as a woman."
yeah. And then that's it, at least for the chaos that's ending.
Hmm.
And then you have basically just this after scene where, now you get the FBI involved, especially because your sheriff is dead. Um,
Hmm.
whole
Multiple
mass
murders.
murder situation. Um, I wrote mass axe body spray. Get it? Get it?
Yeah,
Because he used an
yeah,
axe, blood
yeah.
sprayed everywhere.
I preferred the buffet of information. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Um, so the FBI agents interrogating Jody and the mom and the deputy, this woman that was really the only one that kind of on top of things, and
Yeah.
then and kills Marliston.
Hmm.
And just like I Know What You Did Last Summer, they're like, would this person have any reason to kill your dad and do what he was doing?
Nah.
And they all just go, no.
What the fuck?
So in the end, they decide let's protect a rapist,
Hmm. And
and not
protect his
even
name.
just one, but protect four.
Yeah.
I'm like, at the very least, I'm like, throw fucking Sizzler under the bus. Who fucking
Yeah,
cares?
he's dead.
Be like, oh yeah, there's Mr. Sizzler.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to fucking talk to him. We'll talk to the Sizzler family because yeah,
Yeah.
that's the last thing we heard. Is it was his fault.
And you have to wonder like what that conversation looked like before they met with the FBI. Like, did Jody's mom tell her, "Hey, we gotta lie to the police. We gotta lie to these federal agents
Why?
because we don't want your dad's name to be like muddied." I'm assuming that they're just going for like reputation, which is fucking nuts.
And this is, a person who, again, due to, like raping this poor woman, like this whole secret has like driven this mom to like alcoholism and flirting with young teenage boys and
Mm-hmm.
some destructive behaviors, I think, to
Mm-hmm.
say the least. Um, and she still goes like, no, we need to protect him.
She could have even pretended that she just found out too. Like she found out from Jody. She didn't have to pretend that she knew for 25 years. She could have just been like, "Oh my God,
Yeah,
this is what happened."
that's so upsetting.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, and like what kind of moral are we learning here? If it's
yeah,
your dad, oh, then it's okay.
you have to understand he was picked up and made erect by his friends
Mm-hmm.
and was just dipped back and forth in.
Made erect by his friend.
Jesus. That's yeah, and then it's like, all right, Cherry Falls. And then like the like lake is red.
Yeah,
I assume because of the cherries.
I guess so. But it starts off not red
Yeah.
and turns red. So I didn't understand that part.
And that's our movie, Natalie. Cherry Falls.
Oh man.
A movie that should have stayed hidden, as far as I'm
For
concerned.
us, I mean, apparently it wasn't hidden. It was just we didn't catch it.
It's awful.
Mm.
Okay. Anything I left out? Anything we need to share before we go into our final bits?
No, I think we got through all the agonizing plot points of this movie. Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus, this movie feels like it drags. I can't believe it's
Mm-hmm.
only like hour 30.
Yeah.
Ugh. All right. Before I get to our boost scores, Natalie, what are the taglines for this movie?
Okay, one good thing about this movie is the taglines.
Thank goodness.
I actually this has 6 taglines and I think I like all of them.
Okay, hell yeah.
I can't raise the bar high enough. So they're all dumb. You ready?
I'm ready.
Lose your innocence or lose your life.
Okay.
That one's pretty basic.
Yeah.
Get laid or die.
Um, get laid or get slayed
Ooh, I like that.
would be my
That is good.
yeah.
Okay. Innocence has never been deadlier.
Or lie or die. You know, but like lies and like lie with someone, you know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm not against that. Yeah.
all right.
Okay. At Virgin High, it's put out or die. It's not at Virgin High. Like, are they all virgins?
Yeah. It's a school that's like really famous for no one having sex with
Hmm.
each other. Yeah, love that.
What would you give to live? I like that one.
Head.
Would you give head to live?
I guess so. I had to.
And I think this one's my favorite. I do like get laid or die. 'Cause it's just very basic,
Yeah.
but I think this one's my favorite. If you haven't had it, you've had it. So stupid.
If you haven't had it, I'm trying to solve this riddle. If you
It's not a
haven't
riddle. It's
had
just
it,
stupid.
you've had it. If I haven't
What is
had
that?
what? Like sex?
Facts. Yeah.
If I haven't had it, then I've had it.
Yeah, then you've had it. I'm
What's that
assuming it's
mean?
like you've had it. You're done.
Is that what that
But
like I've had
see,
it?
when I think like I've had it, like then you're like, I guess you're angry, like you've had it, like you have it up to here kind of thing.
Yeah. Hmm.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah,
okay.
all right, all right. So, you know,
They're
good
not bad.
efforts.
They're not bad considering how bad the movie is.
I think there was a pitch for this movie that I could see someone coming up with the taglines first and then writing the script
Oh, for
afterwards.
sure. Yeah.
You know?
I think they thought this was going to be a fun movie
Yeah. Oh boy.
or even a better movie.
Just sore disappointment.
Hmm.
Okay. Boo score. I'm gonna let you go first on this one.
You're gonna make me go first? I was gonna ask you to go first, but you know what? Fine. I'll give it a shot. Okay. This movie. So, couple things. Before even watching this movie, I did set the bar kind of high because I thought it would either be dumb and sexy, fun, or so bad that it's fun. It's none of those things.
It's dumb.
It's so bad that it's boring. It is dumb, but like not the combination of like dumb and sexy or dumb
Right.
and fun. Like it's very boring. The
Yeah.
kills are not compelling at all. And what, there's only 4?
What real kills do you even see like on screen? Like, I mean, he
Just
like
the
swings at
opening
some
scene?
people, but yeah.
Yeah, so there's the kills are not really there. Really, the only character that's fun is the mom, but I wouldn't call her likable. Like
Yeah.
for, so there's that. The music is absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. You've got Brittany Murphy's terrible haircut, a problematic boyfriend,
Yeah.
a weird father-daughter sexual tension situation.
Yeah.
You've got rape and like an egregious rape scene and then the forgiving of rape
Yeah.
and covering up of it as well. You've got the child of a rape survivor being abused by their mother, becoming a murderer, cross dressing as her to get revenge, but not taking revenge on the people responsible, taking revenge on random kids that haven't fucked. So definitely not rapists, right?
Yeah.
Um, and then the student teacher weird brother situation. I would I feel dramatic giving this movie less than a boo. And I want to give it more because I do love Brittany Murphy, but I'm gonna give this movie half a boo because I would not recommend it to anyone. I would not leave it on in a hotel room. It has trigger warnings left and right all over it. It's just not good. It's just not good. But I would love to hear from people who do like this movie. What the fuck do you like about this movie? Is there some joke that we're missing? Like, I would not call this satire. A few reviews referred to it as satire. I don't think y'all know what fucking satire is because this isn't it.
Yeah, dumb
So,
people would probably say that. I agree with you on all of those fronts. I can't think of anything I like about this movie.
yeah.
It is just so like, yeah, we've made some jokes, but like ultimately, I'm like, holy God, I wouldn't. Like, it's fun to make fun of this movie. I still would not recommend this to anybody, even if like
No.
for a hate watch. It's like just don't. Like, it's
Mm-mm.
no, no, just
If
none of it.
if anyone is interested in watching this movie and you've seen it, you can just tell them to skip it and just listen to our episode about it.
Yeah,
I
I
think that
agree.
was more entertaining than the movie itself.
Yeah, because I was thinking I was going to be dramatic. I feel like even giving it zero point 0.5 feels like, you know what? Like, I think I may have said before, like, like half a boo, because you know what? It technically had a story and it had a beginning and an end. And, it's like sometimes like the teacher will give you credit, like just for writing your name.
Yeah, just out of the desperation of getting some points, you're like,
Yeah, it's like,
righty.
okay, you
And that,
attempted a movie and got it kind of released somehow. Okay. So
and let's not forget Blood Harvest.
I would watch Blood Harvest again before this movie.
I think I would too. We get for reference, we did give Blood Harvest half a boo each.
Yeah. Um, but I will. Oh God, it feels almost still begrudgingly like I came in being like this is a zero point 0.5 movie. I'll stick with that.
Yeah.
Half a boo at best.
Okay.
Um, I if you had asked me, it's on some days I just straight up just give it zero. It deserves nothing. Um, yeah, but
Yeah.
you know what? In the spirit of at least just celebrating that, hey, you know what? Even though ultimately I'm like, just don't. If this movie just never existed, I think everyone would be just the better for it.
Oh yeah,
Um,
everybody don't be fine. And I'm sure that there are quite a few actors in this movie that are like, why did I do this movie?
God, I hope
Did I
so.
really need the work that bad?
Yeah. So yeah, zero point 0.5. Fucking
Mm,
just Jesus Christ, just God awful. All of this and
yeah.
just everything about this was just wrong from the beginning, from the get-go. Just stop. Just the second you started writing this, just stop. Just stop it.
Yeah. It could have been a different movie. I don't know that it ever would have been a good movie, but the premise is interesting enough that maybe could have been a fun, silly movie, but this is movie is it's just not fun.
No. It was fun to talk with you about it though.
I agree, which we thought it would be, and we were right.
And cheers to the last time I hope either of us watches Cherry Falls.
Oh yeah, I'm never watching this again. You couldn't pay me to watch this movie.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe you could pay me to watch it.
So if anybody is looking for a Blu-ray copy to buy off me of Cherry Falls, um, just slide into our DMs and let us know.
Yeah. How
Maybe,
much would you sell it for, Kyle?
oh
How
God, I
much did you
wouldn't.
buy it for, actually, is a good question. Does it still have the
True.
price on it?
No, I don't want to talk about it. But I would maybe one day, once enough people care about this, we'll, like do like a raffle, look at a copy of Cherry
To
Falls.
someone that we don't like, apparently.
Yeah, whoever loses gets
Yeah.
this. All right.
Whoever gives us the dumbest reason that they like this movie.
Yeah. Well, all right, everybody. Yeah, just wherever you are, go straight home, and if you got a partner, go have sex with them.
Have sex.
Yeah,
Just cover your bases, you know?
yeah,
All
go
the bases.
round all the bases
Yeah,
to
round
get
all
them
of them.
covered. Yeah. Um, love always a good baseball pun, right?
Yeah,
Always a good, love a good baseball metaphor.
of course.
Yeah, that's all I got. I'm gonna yeah, I'm gonna leave Cherry Falls. Leave that town behind. Take care, everybody. Take care, Natalie. Three, two, one, ghost.
Thanks for listening to our episode on Cherry Falls. If you enjoyed this episode more than you enjoyed the movie, you should subscribe to our podcast and leave us a 5 boo review on whichever platform you choose to listen. You can find us on Instagram at 321ghostpod and give us a follow. We would love to hear your thoughts on the film. Follow us on Letterboxd at 321ghostpod to see our boo scores on all of the movies we've covered so far. Next week, we're finally getting around to Fright Night 2. Thanks again for listening, and remember, just because it's a forgotten slasher doesn't mean it's worth revisiting or purchasing on Blu ray. 3, 2, 1, Ghost.